YouTube, it's Zoe or Read by Zoe, and today I'm going to do my August wrap-up. Now it is more than a week before August is over because I'm pre-recording this before I leave for London. I'm sure I'm going to read more before the month is officially over, but I'll include that in my next wrap-up. This is just my wrap-up for now. From this point, this is what I have read in August. Let's get started. This month I read books 3, 4, and 5 in the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, which is The Prisoner of Azkaban, The Goblet of Fire, and The Order of the Phoenix. Obviously, I gave each one 5 stars. I've read them before, but this time reading them, I don't know what happened, but I loved them so much more than I even remembered. I love all of the characters and the world and just the mystery. I also rewatched all of the movies, and yes, the books are better than the movies, but the movies are still fantastic. My favorite one of these books was The Order of the Phoenix, but this is my favorite book in the entire series, and it was like that before I reread the books, so I knew it was going to be that way. But The Goblet of Fire, I used to not like. I liked it obviously because it's a fantastic book, but it wasn't one of my favorites. But now I think it's in the top 3 of my favorite Harry Potter books. Rereading the Harry Potter books was one of the smartest decisions I ever made, and I suggest if all of you haven't read Harry Potter, obviously read Harry Potter, but if you've only read it once, read it again because it's an entirely different experience the second time. I also just went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios, which I've been to before, but they just opened up Diagon Alley, and I went in there for the first time. It's fantastic. If you ever have the opportunity to go to it because Diagon Alley, you really feel like you're in Diagon Alley. It's amazing. And the butterbeer, yup. Then during Booktubeathon, I read The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. This is the first book in a series of unfortunate events, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoy Lemony Snicket's writing style, and he makes it really dark, but because it's a children's book, it's not terribly sad. It is a sad book, but he still writes it in a way that you want to continue on with the story. You expect something good to happen even though he keeps shooting you down and saying, no, this is a sad book. Nothing good is ever going to happen to these kids. The one thing about his writing that annoyed me though was he kept defining words in here. I know this is a children's book, and a lot of children who read these books don't know some of these words because he uses kind of complex vocabulary for little kids. He defines the word and he puts it in a sentence, which again is good for little kids, but being a 19-year-old college student, I know all of these words. But still, 4 out of 5 stars. I want to continue on with the series. Maybe not immediately, but in the future. I also read The Golden Lily by Rochelle Mead. This is the second book in the Bloodline series, and I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, a really good reading month. I didn't read a lot, but I read some good books. The Bloodline series is a spin-off of the Vampire Academy series, which I also really enjoyed, but Bloodlines I think is just a step above. It's just that much better. I also read Bloodlines last month, and I did an entire video review of it on my channel, so I'll link it down below if you want to know more about the first book. But for the second book, I think it was even better than the first book, if that is possible. Sydney Sage is such a goddess. She's great. She's like Hermione Granger. She's really smart and kick butt, and she knows what she wants. She goes after it. She's also really likable and relatable. She has her flaws and insecurities. So those are all the books I finished in August so far up to this point, but I am reading a book currently that I believe I will finish before August comes to a close, and it is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This book is about a circus that only operates at night, hence the title. It shows up in random places around the world, and also this takes place in the late 1800s and the very early 1900s. It focuses on 2 young magicians called Celia and Marco. They are part of a bet unknowingly, and they have to duel to the death. They also fall in love, which they shouldn't do. It is very good so far. So this was my August wrap-up. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave down below what you read this past month. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!